بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم أما بعد. Almighty Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala gives us the incident of Musa alayhi salatu was salam in the Quran Kareem. The Banu Israel, they were oppressed under Fir'aun. Musa alayhi salatu was salam made several approaches to Fir'aun to liberate his people, to liberate the Banu Israel. Finally, when there was no cooperation from Fir'aun, Musa alayhi salatu wasalam took his nation Banu Israel and they proceeded towards the Red Sea. That is where Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala has shown His power, shown His qudrat, and Musa alayhi salatu wasalam and the Banu Israel were able to walk over the Red Sea onto the other side. Fir'aun and his people were drowned in the Red Sea. Once they came out and they saw the qudrat of Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala, and they saw that Musa alayhi salatu wasalam is the true Nabi of Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala, then they made a request to Musa alayhi salam that now we had enough. Lots of disobedience of Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. Now we want you to give us a guide, a book that we could firmly attach ourselves to and be obedient to Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. Musa alayhi salatu wasalam then makes dua to Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala, and Almighty Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala told Musa alayhi salatu wasalam, come to the mountain and come and make Itekaf. وَوَاعَدْنَا مُوسَى 30 لَيْلَةً وَأَتْمَمْنَاهَا بِعَشْرٍ فَتَمَّ مِيقَاتُ رَبِّهِ 40 لَيْلَةً. We took a promise from Musa alayhi salatu wasalam that he should come to us and he must come and stay for 30 days. It is stated in the books of Tafsir, Musa alayhi salatu wasalam he made Itekaf in the mountain for 30 days, and all 30 days he was fasting. When 30 days finished off, he went to make miswak. So Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala told him, why did you make miswak? He said, oh Allah, my time has ended. Allah told him that the smell that comes out from the mouth of a fasting person is more beloved to me than the smell of musk. So you add another 10 days after that, and that's when from 30 another 10 was added, 40 days. 40 days Musa alayhi salatu wasalam made Itekaf, and that is when he got so close to Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. And it was also on that occasion he mentioned, Rabbi Ani Anzur Ilayk, that Allah, let me have a sight at yourself. Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala told him, you look at the mountains and you cannot see me, but look at the mountains, if you can bear my light, then you'll be able to see me. But when Musa alayhi salatu wasalam saw the mountains and the light, the tajalli of Allah Ta'ala was on the mountain, Musa alayhi salatu could not withstand that and he fell unconscious. Nevertheless, it was on that occasion that Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala gave Musa alayhi salatu wasalam the Torah. So the basis of Itekaf is not only in the ummah of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, it was also in the preceding nations. Musa alayhi salatu wasalam also made Itekaf. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam before Nubuwwat also used to go to a cave Hira and he used to go and make Itekaf. For days on end, sometimes he should take his food for days on end, stay in a mountain and engage in the ibadat of Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala that is best known between him and Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. Khadija radiallahu ta'ala anha, she would come with the food for Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. It is mentioned in the hadith. Once Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam was in Itekaf, basket full of food. Khadija radiallahu ta'ala used to come and present to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. It was in that state of isolation and seclusion that wahi and revelation came down to Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wasallam. After Nubuwwat, when Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam migrated from Makkah Mukarramah, came to Madinah al-Munawwarah, Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wasallam, almost every year he used to make Itekaf. Making Itekaf in the month of Ramadan, it is sunnat-e muakkada kifaya. That means that it is an emphasized sunnah. If nobody in the community and society makes Itekaf, then the entire community and society will be sinful. But if at least one person in the community makes i'tikaf, then the entire community will be freed from this responsibility. To make i'tikaf, a person when he makes i'tikaf, it's as though he's like a beggar before the Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala, and he's begging to Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala to fulfill his need, to forgive him and so forth. It is mentioned that a mu'takif is like that person who goes to the door of the king, and he, right from the outset, he tells the king, I've come to your door till and until you don't give me and grant me my wish, I'm not going to leave. So obviously the king is going to feel embarrassed and going to fulfill the need of the person. Yeah, we are talking about the King of Kings, Almighty Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. Now the time for i'tikaf, there are three types of i'tikaf. One is an i'tikaf which is wajib. For example, a person has to take an oath that he's definitely going to be staying in a masjid for 3 days, 5 days, 7 days. He takes an oath. For whatever the reason may be, somebody was sick, he took an oath, if so and so person get cured, he will come in a masjid and make i'tikaf. Or if a certain business venture of his becomes successful and prosperous, he will come in a masjid and he will make i'tikaf. So that i'tikaf is wajib. And it's not confined to the month of Ramadan, even out of the month of Ramadan, that i'tikaf to be made. And for that type of i'tikaf to be valid, the person will have to be in the state of roza. Then you get an i'tikaf which is sunnat muakkada, that is the i'tikaf in the last 10 days of the month of Ramadan. And it is kifaya, that if one person of the community, in other words, in that particular locality where there is a masjid, if one person has done it, then it will relieve all the people of that locality. And then you get a nafil i'tikaf, that is when a person comes to a masjid for a short time and he just makes intention, he's coming to read namaz, he's coming to listen to a talk, whatever it is, but he comes to the masjid, he makes an intention that he's in a state of i'tikaf. So whilst he performs his salah, he's going to get sawab for that. At the same time, he's also going to get the reward for being in a state of i'tikaf. So these are the three types of i'tikaf: the wajib i'tikaf, the sunnat i'tikaf, and the nafil i'tikaf. The time for i'tikaf, when the time for i'tikaf starts, it starts off from the 21st night. Now in Islam, obviously the night starts immediately after sunset. The moment the sun sets, that's when the night commences. So after the 20th roza, when the 20th roza finishes off, and the moment the sun sets, that is when the 21st commences, and the i'tikaf starts off from that time and point. So if anybody wants to make i'tikaf, sunnat i'tikaf, they will have to be in a masjid before sunset of the 21st. That means on the 20th when the roza finishes off, and when the 21st night commences, before that the person will have to be in a masjid. The place of the masjid where a person will make i'tikaf, any masjid in which there is 5 times salat performed. In not just any masjid, or generally in a masajid 5 times namaz are read, but if hypothetically there is a masjid in which 5 times namazes are not read, you cannot make i'tikaf in that masjid. I'tikaf will have to be in a masjid in which 5 times namaz is being read. Obviously i'tikaf cannot be made also in a jamaat khana. In other words, a musalla. If it's a masjid, exactly a masjid which is masjid in the proper and true sense of a masjid, that is when i'tikaf is made. But if somebody wants to make i'tikaf in a musalla, which is not a regular masjid, in Jamaat Kala people perform the salat there, but it's not masjid in the true sense of the masjid, then a sunnat i'tikaf in such a place, it will not be valid. Once a person is in a masjid for sunnat i'tikaf, then you have to make an intention to be there right until when the crescent is sighted for Eid. You have to be there for the full 10 days, 10 nights, or the night, whatever the case may be, you will have to remain there. The only time a person can come out is to fulfill the call of nature. If a person wants to go to the toilet, person wants to relieve himself, then only the person can come out of the masjid. Otherwise, for no other reason can the person come out of the masjid. If a person is not in the state of wuzu, if the wuzu has broken and the person now needs to make wuzu, then the person can go make, if there is no wuzu facility in the masjid proper, like here it's not in the masjid proper, then in that case the person can leave the masjid, go make the wuzu and come back. But he should be there only for the time spent to make the wuzu and return to the masjid as soon as possible. Now sometimes it may well happen that a person in the state of sunnat i'tikaf, he wants to go to the toilet. And when he goes to a toilet, he sees that the toilet is already been occupied. Now, can the person stand there outside and wait for the toilet to be used, finished, and the person can use the toilet then? Or should he come back in the masjid when the toilet is free and empty, then only should go? So the fuqaha have permitted that if a person has gone out of the masjid with the intention of using the toilet and the toilet is occupied, it is permissible for the person to remain there outside the door of the toilet, and when the person finished off, the person goes to use the toilet and he come back. You don't have to come back in the masjid and then wait and see whether the toilet is free and then to go back at that time. That becomes difficult and that becomes a little cumbersome. In the state of i'tikaf, it is permissible for a person to talk. Worldly talk, obviously you're not in a masjid to engage yourself in worldly talk. You're in a masjid in the i'tikaf to keep your contact with Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala and make ibadat and so forth. But if the person needs to talk with people that are around him, or if he's got a cell phone and he needs to talk to somebody in the house, or he needs to text, etc., so in the state of i'tikaf, that is perfectly permissible and it is not prohibited. Yeah, if a person is keeping quiet, just for his own tarbiyat, for his own reformation, he wants to control himself, that's a different issue. But to keep quiet with the intention that in the state of i'tikaf is an act of ibadat, that is not correct. The person in the state of i'tikaf, obviously to talk, that is permissible, and to keep quiet with the intention that it's an act of ibadat, that is incorrect. Therefore, in such a situation, the person should talk and he shouldn't keep quiet with the intention that it's an act of ibadat in the state of i'tikaf. In the state of i'tikaf, it is permissible for a person to conduct his business. But we are speaking about business, it doesn't mean business in the state of like making the investments and making the zeros add up thousands and millions of pounds. No. If the person has a source of income and he has to look after his business for his basic source of income for his wife and for his children, then only the person can do that type of business, not by bringing the actual merchandise in a masjid, but talking about it so that his basic needs of life are being fulfilled, where he's supporting his wife and he's supporting his children and so forth. But to do business with the intention of increasing the business, not to fulfill your basic needs, that in the state of i'tikaf is not permissible and that is prohibited. Now, once a person is in a masjid, in the state of i'tikaf,